Hey Ross.
What's up, Kev?
You tell me, what's with all the gadgets?
We're talking about water damage, right?
Okay.
It is one of the most common insurance claims filed by homeowners across America.
Water in the house, not a good situation.
Right? It could be groundwater, bulk water from rainwater coming in. It could be a plumbing leak. It could be a toilet drain. It could be HVAC condensate, right? So a lot of things that can come in from inside or outside. We don't always know. And a lot of times it's in hidden spaces like behind drywall.
Right. So how do we find it behind drywall?
So the first thing we typically do is when we're doing a home energy assessment, we're thinking about thermal imaging cameras like this.
Right.
This is going to see surface temperature, and where we're typically using that for is for insulation, to see do we have insulation in walls and in roofs and stuff like that. In this case, though, a byproduct is we can also see water, because water is typically going to be at a different temperature than the air.
Look at that.
Right?
So I've got a little amoeba-looking thing.
Right, somewhere here?
Yep, right there. Bluish, whereas around it's kind of a gray or red.
That's right.
That's an indication of water because there's a different temperature?
That's right. So if I was scanning that, I'd be like, all right, I don't know if it's necessarily water. I know that there's something going on in this area. It might be lack of insulation on a cold day with cold air infiltrating through. It could be water.
Okay,
right?
so this might be the first indication.
That's right.
How do you confirm?
Yep, first pass, all right? Second pass is we can use one of these, which has an electromagnetic sensor.
So this is a water meter, moisture meter?
Moisture meter, exactly right. It will sense up to 3/4 of an inch into the wall.
Okay.
It will work with all building materials, right? So it can work with concrete, masonry, drywall, and it's going to give us more targeted. It's going to tell us where that moisture is. And it does it non-destructively, meaning so I can scan and I can see 6, 8%, and then all of a sudden, look at that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I've got problems
Right there.
right here.
That
right?
lines up with the little amoeba I saw.
That's right. So it's telling me percentages of moisture, and really what we're trying to do is make sure that stuff stays in that 6 to 9% range.
That's a good range.
That's a good range, but I'm seeing 15, 18, 20, right? So this is going to tell us really more pointed and indicate it is water.
Okay.
All right.
So that's a good device to have. The others?
We can go a step further and go pinned. So this is destructive, meaning that I actually have to pin the wall to actually get the moisture reading. And it's going to send electricity current across the pins, and obviously more water in the wall means less resistance. So it means that I have more water content in that wall. So much more accurate, but it's not going to work for concrete, masonry, and other types of materials. It will work for drywall and wood, of course.
Right. I've seen the wood flooring guys use this, and they stick it into the back of their samples or whatever. So no problem putting little pinholes in this wall. Will you give us a reading and
Sure.
put it? Yeah. Go down. That's good. Right there.
Right there?
Yeah. Thereabouts.
Yeah. Yep. There we are.
What do you got?
16, 18. Yeah.
Now, can
So
you come up
20%.
about 2 or 3 inches?
Sure.
A little higher, a little left, right there.
Right there. 30, 30. Yeah. We're off the charts.
Corresponds to the amoeba again, like that.
That's right.
Very
That's
cool.
right.
So
Yep.
this is, are you saying this is more accurate than this?
It is. It's going to be very localized to where those pins are. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. And
There,
this,
there is a combo meter. So this has got both. So it's got an electromagnetic sensor here,
Where the
and it's got the pins.
Sneaky.
Right. So 2 for 1. We got a 2 for 1 with that benefit. But it's only going to give us the relative scale. It's not going to give us percent moisture content. It just tells us dry or wet on a sliding scale.
Oh, gotcha. Can you get a combo that gives you a
More expensive.
more?
Yep.
You can. Gotcha.
Yep.
I can't
Yep.
say it, but there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
So if 6 to 9 is a good reading,
That's ideal.
ideal.
Yep.
What happens as we go up the scale, and when are we in trouble?
Right. So once you get to 15, we're starting to get worried. Once you go beyond 15, we start to get really worried.
And what are we worried about?
We're worried about mold, we're worried about wood rot, we're worried about structural damage, we're worried about a lot of things.
Gotcha.
Right, so in a perfect world, everything would be between 6 and 9% for all building materials for a normal indoor space.
If I get 20%, 30%, what am I doing? Am I tearing things out? Am I blowing it dry?
Yeah, when you get that much moisture, more than 20, you definitely need to replace the sheetrock in this example.
Yeah.
So you'd be cutting out that section, removing it, making sure inspection to make sure there's no other mold or anything behind there. Usually we take a larger section than where we see the water, because the water will migrate, right?
Yeah.
So that's if you have a little bit of moisture, then we can run maybe some dehumidifiers and just dry out the space to help.
All right. So I know this is expensive. Most homeowners aren't going to be playing with this one. You guys are. But these right here, they look like I can find them down at the store.
That's right.
Sense a price for them?
Yeah, all less than $100
Oh,
for all of
nice.
them. Yeah,
Very cool.
Yep.
Which is good peace of mind if you're trying to find something you can't see.
that's exactly right.
Awesome.
You got it.
Thank you, Ross.
Cool.
Very cool.
Which one are you taking?
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.